My name is Annabelle, and I came from Masbate, Philippines. My parents raised us in a simple life. Back then, we lived in a farm away from the city with no electricity. I remembered that we used to eat dinner early when there was still light because we ran out of gas. My eldest sister and I needed to get up early in the morning and take a shower in the stream and walk along through the jungle just to get to school. Because of that hardship of life, I really dreamed of finishing my school so that I could find a good job that was not difficult like my parents. Despite the difficulties in my life, our mother always taught us and reminded us to have faith and to pray. I remembered even we lived away from the city. During the Holy Week, we walked from our home to the city to join meetings like what other Catholics do. Back to my dreams, because I wanted to build a house which is closer to the city for my parents, I decided to work in overseas in Dubai to support the construction of my parents' house in 2012. Then my simple dreams turned bigger. Then I wanted to have my own house, travels, and business. While I was fulfilling my dreams, I started to explore and explode. I became a drunk alcoholic. After my work, I went straight to the bar until midnight before going back to my home. I just enjoyed life like that until I was no longer contented with what I had. When I applied to work in New Zealand and Japan, I asked my mother to borrow money from our relatives with interest. I paid almost $500,000 pesos to a fake agency. All my dreams were gone, and in that time, I did not know what to do next. I kept myself away from everyone. I used to be alone for 1 year. Everything that I had was taken away from me. I was 21 years old when I asked for God's love for the first time. How could loving God allow these things happen to me? I remember that I was in the bed crying and couldn't stop. My brother came in and wiped my tears and saying, "It's okay. You will find a man who will love you and will be proud of you." My sister came with a calm face and asked, "Why are you crying?" What was my concern? "I know you did something wrong. That's why you cried." My sister's reaction made me scared, worried to be judged by my family and everyone. So I kept that secret. I was being scammed until now. I told myself that there will no one know I will be okay. In February 2019, I started my work as a domestic helper in Hong Kong. Besides, I was in a relationship for 13 years with the wrong man. In these 13 years, I was living in a dark corner, feeling broken, pity about myself. My family and friends just thought that I was okay. I am a strong and good person and goal achiever, but deep inside my heart, I am not. Then after 13 years, I decided to end up our relationship. Months after we broke up, someone came to me and I thought he was the right one, but actually not. He just came to make me feel what I did to others. I used to be alone again. There was times I woke up at midnight and found myself crying. It was not because I was broken-hearted, but God made me realize that I was living in the life that just what I wanted. I kept praying to Him, asking for help, but I did not trust in Him since then. I I prayed even I don't know Him before. I wanted to surrender everything to the Lord because I could not do it anymore. After 3 days, I met Miss Hannah on the street because the church had outreach in my district, and then we talked. She did not know how to speak in English, so she used her phone to talk with me. She asked me whether I wanted to attend Bibles, and I left my phone number to her. After a few days, I got a call not from a Chinese but a Filipino that was at the LC. I felt very secured to talk to her. I felt we'd known each other for a long time, and I shared a lot of things with her. Then she invited me to attend the meeting, and I believed in the Lord for His love. Day after day, I am not still perfect. I am still struggling until now. But as I grow my relationship with God, He always helped me to overcome my sins. My life is not that completed, but I trust that He will finish His work, what He started for me. I don't worry about my past anymore, nor being anxious about my future, because it is no longer I who lives, but Christ who lives in me. I am the child of God, once lost, but now found by Him. He is the one who redeems me and strengthens me. Glory to God. I've been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who lives, but Christ who lives in me. And the life I now live in the flesh, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave Himself for me. Galatians chapter 2, number 20. We no longer lead the life by our own, but the Lord in me to guide my way.